Everything we do at Citizen Leadership Academy is very important, and once it all comes together and you really think about it, it answers our essential question, what makes a community thrive?
An essential question is a question that our learning is surrounded by, and it's like the base of our learning. And CLA's essential question is what makes a community thrive.
We read The Hunger Games this year because it connected to our essential question, what makes a community thrive.
We do expeditionary learning.
We are expeditionaries. Whatever we do, everything the whole school does is gotta go with our academics.
Expeditionary learning school means that the community works with the classrooms or the education, and education ties into the community.
And we bring our classrooms into the community, and we bring the community to our classrooms, and it all answers our essential question, what makes a community thrive?
Reading The Hunger Games fit into our question, what makes the community thrive, because their community wasn't thriving because they didn't have access to food, transportation. They weren't thriving at all. They were starving, getting sick, forced to do stuff by the government. Well, we were trying to expand our community and survive out in the real world since we're in school aiming for college and we're starting out this school.
What we're working on in science and math class is a mini society, and what that is basically all 6 crews come together to create the entire international market. You can either work by yourself or with 2 partners to create a product. At the end of the international market, and we get to buy each other's products using a certain type of money.
If you're seeing this right now, please come buy our stuff. Thank you.
Technology plays a big role in the learning of CLA. Each student is given a computer to use during each class, to go on educational websites to practice the work that we've learned in class.
We also bring the community into the classroom by young audiences.
So like what we do in art is connected with our education.
So for example, we read the Hunger Games book. So in our arts class, we made a rap about the Hunger Games that's told the story of the Hunger Games. And for a literary magazine, we were learning about water crises. So we're writing stories, facts about water.
We had ballet.
That was hurtful.
We had an African drummer, his name was Mr. Sobedi, and we were doing a lot of drumming. He taught us a lot of techniques, and we performed at a home for elderly people, and it was fun.
And at the end, we were able to go do a performance at Playhouse Square.
Right now, we are working on stepping stones and pots. We're not done with our pots yet, but we're putting cement in our stepping stones, and the stepping stones are going to be for our school garden.
The garden that I'm standing in right now was paid for by a grant that I helped write.
We had an architect who taught us how to measure the yard and also how to design the garden.
In science, we had to come up with plans and ideas and how much would it cost. In English, we typed it up. We got the $2,000 grant from Whole Foods.
We had to dig a trench out to put the dirt in because the bricks cannot be higher than the grass.
The best part was the second semester in science class was building the garden.
Martin Luther King Day was different because every other school they get day off, but at CLA it's a day on service.
We made soup for the people around the neighborhood.
For my group, we went to Severance Hall and we passed out programs.
Martin Luther King Day of service shows that we are leaders and scholars.
The Earth Day that we did at CLA, it It showed who we are as a community because we always try to go into the community and help people out.
We actually went out and we picked up a lot of trash. We put it in 2 separate bags for recycling and trash.
We collected like pop can tops for the Ronald McDonald House, and we donated them all.
Fast Track Junior is a day where students compete with each other for a competition on their ideas to help the community thrive. My idea was that we should have a community cleanup day because there's a lot of trash on the ground. I won a Fast Track Junior.
CLA participated in World Water Day. It was a day to bring awareness to the countries that don't have access to water like we do.
World Water Day to me was fun because we was able to help people in Africa, and we were able to walk from the City Hall to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Each crew made their own banners. We marched around saying our chants, and we put our bottles up to the sky to remember the people who passed away from water-related diseases.
We had a bottle contest, design bottles of water.
3 CLA students have won a prize because of a supporting essay and a poster that everyone could see.
Brianna, she won the top essay.
What we did at CLA was create a campaign for Trayvon Martin.
He was just a typical boy walking up the street from a corner store. He had Skittles, Arizona, and he was unarmed, and George Zimmerman just shot him.
We walked around the community marching, and we had iced tea and Skittles, and we had posters that said, "I am Trayvon Martin." And we did a chant where the teacher would say, "I am," and the students would say, "Trayvon Martin."
It could have been any person from even this school, just walking from the store, and we are Trayvon Martin.
We stopped by the street while the drivers were passing, and we got them to notice.
It's basically us trying to raise awareness that it did happen, and for the next time it could happen, that it doesn't.
If you see something wrong in your community or around the world and you don't like it, then you should stand up for what you believe in.
My family has a background of cancer and breast cancer, so I told my class, and then Mr. Frazier said I should tell our student council rep.
I came to Ms. Saltzman and I asked, can we have a fundraiser on Valentine's Day? Another way we raised money for the Save Our Sisters Foundation was a dress down day. Everybody had to pay $1 in order to dress down.
We came up with a total of $175, and we presented the check to Simon Cancer Center's directors and one of the top ranking doctors in the world.
We celebrate leadership and citizenship every last Friday of each month.
Citizens Leadership Academy, students are encouraged to be leaders.
I think leadership is being in charge, being in control, and showing others the right way and how to do the right thing.
When you have the opportunity, you lead, which means that you don't just sit there and wait for something to happen. You do it.
Running the Trayvon Martin campaign was an example of leadership because we took action and we showed the community that we cared about something.
We have leadership as a school because all of us, we come together and we do different things to help out our neighborhood.
It's going out into the community, being leaders.
I feel glad about being the first 6th graders at CLA because think about the people that's going to be here 200 years from now. I'm going to be on their portraits, so they're going to look back at me.
2 things that CLA has done to make our community thrive is we went out into the community to clean it up, and we are making a garden that we can eat from.
How many other schools can you tell me are doing that?